Michigan Stadium. We are in full-on stripe-out mode as the fans doing their part. They're trying to distort the vision of the visitors. It's the USC Trojans and the Michigan Wolverines. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
When you talk about iconic stadiums in college football, the Big House has to be at the top of your list. One of the most unique stadiums. It is nestled down in the ground. It is loud. It is fun. Ann Arbor has one of the finest stadiums in college sports. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. And the Wolverines ready to kick it away first. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Looking to pass. It's Mayava. Zings it complete to the right. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. It can get pretty wild in the Big 12. Some of these outposts are like snake pits when you have to go on the road. Got to get off to a quick start in conference play.
It is always wacky, Reese. Like, there's always something that happens in the Big 12, and somebody comes out of nowhere in the Big 12 every single year. So starting in conference play, Palmer, these games start to really matter, really add up, and the pressure amplifies.
It's so true, too. When you think about the Big 12 conference, it just seems like teams get caught sleepwalking. So you've got to start fast. And the challenge, I think, for these coaching staffs, these two teams, every week they've got to have their team ready to go, and it starts today.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Can't make the grab on 3rd down, and that is a rare drop for this guy.
That is exactly how you set a tone when you're on defense, and especially when you're at home. If you can get them and force them into a punt early, keep that crowd going and involved, man, is it fun to play defense.
Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. The Trojans use their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. The run inside. It's Marshall. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. I wonder how much fun this is for him. The head coach trying to take down the old alma mater across the way.
Yeah, I think these are always mixed emotions and how you feel about this, playing your old squad. Like, it's something about it, I'm sure, that's nostalgic, and all the memories probably come flooding back. But there's also...
Got a little grass. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle, nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Marshall. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Offenses don't like being in these situations. They don't like having little success on 1st and 2nd down, because now you know I got to pass the football. I got to air it out. It makes me really predictable. So let's make sure you take care of the football and find those plays you really like.
Running inside. It's Marshall. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man on the right. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the direct snap, it's Marshall. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be second and goal.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Big guy smells it. Touchdown, Wolverines. The offense cashing it in on that drive.
Man, he's off to a good start this year. That's already his third receiving touchdown. We're only 4 games into this season. I love how they line him up all over the field, and as the season goes on, they're going to keep being more and more creative with how they get this guy the ball.
And they tacked on the extra point. He'll bring it out. It's Barber. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Gets down, and like they say, touchdown, first down, or get down, and he got 2 of those on that one. The Trojans in the hurry-up.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire. Big noise in the big house with his huge third down play. Back to throw, it's Mayama. Makes the grab. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. And you saw it right there on that play.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch it. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's incomplete on third down.
And this offense coming out slow, man. Kind of frustrating because you had that bye week last week. What do? You go back and self-scout, look at yourself. What can I do better? And then you come out in the first quarter and you're not playing great out the gates. They got to find themselves in a little rhythm, knock off some of that bye week run.
And now the hit knocks it loose. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play.
I'm literally walking over to that guy. My man, thank you you so much for saving my run. That could have been really, really bad. I could have been benched, but you got my back. Appreciate you, my man.
Now we're going to have a timeout taken by USC. It's their second. They burned a couple early. Down to just one timeout to work with. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Marshall. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Underwood. That's caught. It's Buchanan. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Got enough for the first. And a good pickup to move the chains, and the clock will expire, and that's how they'll be set up to start the second quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead as we get a look at the stats. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. On the run, it's Marshall. Could be an alley. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And he made the extra point without problem. On the move from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Back to pass, it's Mayava. Looking long. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
And this defense has to be ready for this. The offense likes to be aggressive. They like to take shots. That won't be the last time they try one of these 50-50 type balls down the boundary. Defense better be ready.
Williams. Moving out to the right. Throws to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Taking it the other way. And he's going to take it all the way
awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. Play fake, Williams. Finds his target down the middle. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
Really nice pass right there. This guy's got a lot to live up to. So much pressure when you think about playing quarterback for the Trojans. Heisman winners, guys like Carson Palmer, Matt Leinart, Caleb Williams. There's a lot of people watching this guy hoping he can be the next great one at USC. When you see throws like that, it gives you the hope that maybe just be.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Williams. Bought a little time, lets it go. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Man, this is an unbelievable start for this defender in this game, guy. That's already his 2nd PD in this game. Playing with his eyes, he's breaking on the ball. You just can't start a game any better.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Williams will pass. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Quick completion on the out. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The run inside. It's Jordan. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down. For all of the star quality that USC has been built on, good offensive line, strong running game has always been a hallmark.
No doubt about it. I think they're built on, the passing game and explosive playmakers out wide, but they've always had that balance at USC. You got to have a little bit of the boring to go with the glitz and the glamour.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
Lost to fire on 2nd down. Got it. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Jekyll and Hyde for this offense and for this quarterback, right? Pick 6 on the last drive. You saw on the sidelines the coach is talking to him, really trying to pick his spirits up. I don't know what they said to him, but whatever it was, it worked because this drive is looking really good here by the offense, and what a beautiful throw there by the quarterback.
Looking downfield on first down. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Didn't find much running room there. Picked up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
Well, this defense is not going to be patient with this quarterback. They know that they have to affect him, and they have to dictate to him. So that time, they send the blitz. They're not even giving him an opportunity to sit back there and peruse the field. They flush him out. They're able to rally to him, get him down to the ground. I like the aggressive nature of the defense here.
Pressure coming. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Trojans. He just makes it look so easy. Impressive. impressive run.
So impressive. Time and time again, he can buy time, make you look silly, and the defense is just kind of like, wait a minute, you got him? I got him? No, well, nobody's got him.
To the air, it's Mayava. To the end zone, and it's picked off.
I love the coverage by the defense right here. Great job getting up in their space. Nothing easy down here for a two-point conversion. The interception was just gravy.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first two drives, and they're back to work now. Finds his man. It's Hansen. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Might as well stick with him. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
I love this guy because he brings a physicality to this Michigan offense. Bo Schembechler would have loved this guy. He would have loved to jog a few extra tight ends on the field, get the QB under center, student body right, and give this guy the football. He would have fit in perfectly with his running style. Man, he is hard to bring down.
Just a short pass to the tight end. Big pickup on the play before he's finally stopped, and that carries us into the break and the final 2 minutes coming. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. They'll send the back in motion. On the direct snap, it's Marshall. Finding some room. Got some room, entered to the goal line. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
And this offense, right, they are in a groove. They are in a rhythm, just finding themselves play after play. Everything they're dialing up right now is working. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm not changing a thing. I'm going to continue to do what I'm doing because this defense has had zero answers.
Going to the run, it's Marshall. He is denied, and it'll be second and goal. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their third and final timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Touchdown, Michigan! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And I think me, you guys, all of us up here were thinking run. It's on the 1 yard line, but this offense, they knew what they were doing. They had this play ready to pull. Play action, throw the football, the 1 yard touchdown pass.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Back to pass, it's Mayava. Throwing right. It's complete. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the second half. So they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last first down gets them a little bit of confidence.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
These these receivers on these scramble drills are going to have to play with a little bit more urgency because this pass rush is getting after the QB. He was flushed out to the left and wasn't able to complete that throw because of the hit he took.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. That's reeled in. It's Bowman. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
And that's a big play for this offense, and they need to get going. They've built themselves a deficit. They need points on this drive, or else, guys, the second half, we're going to be telling old war stories, right? Like back in my day, and Jesse did this, and I did that. So, I mean, come on, offense. Let's put this together. Let's keep this game competitive.
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Trojans trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Skips away from pressure. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Scanning the field, it's Mayava. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. At midfield, he's got room. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use the timeout. It's their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
That is just a play you have got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. 4th down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're athletic enough to haul that play, and you've got to make the play for your quarterback and your offense to keep that drive alive, and he's not able to come up with it.
They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down. The Wolverines are in the hurry up. Throwing, Underwood. That's caught. It's Marshall. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Michigan choosing to spend its final timeout here. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Here's the pressure. Got it inside the 10. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. To the air, it's Underwood. Touchdown, Michigan! Right on the money, he makes the grab in the end zone.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead, and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, welcome into the EA Sports College Football Update Show, the Week 4 edition. So let's dive right in. We start with a look at Ohio State taking on the Illinois Fighting Illini. And it's the Buckeyes trying to stay perfect as they eye a 5th straight win. It's been a dream start to the season, and really this game here today as well. Time to find out if they can finish the job.
Underwood to throw. Release to the back. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
Got a man. It's Marshall.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive game.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. Got him downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Running inside. It's Marshall. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
They're going to need more of that. They're down multiple possessions today. They need to create negative plays. They need to make plays behind the line of scrimmage, and finally they come away with their first sack.
Quarterback making checks. Lined up in the gun on third down, Underwood. Complete to the left. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
That just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Short completion on first down, and here comes 2nd and 8. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Marshall. Here's a little room there. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. And the Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Got his man downfield. Touchdown Wolverines! And they take it in for 6 more points. What a game he's had. 3rd touchdown of this one and 5 on the season.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They moved the football well in the last drive, but man, that 4th down and failing to convert there has to sting. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense has it. They're on the move. Scooped it. Scored it. The end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
And how about this defense, man? They just keep making plays. Another forced turnover and another touchdown, man. They don't just scoop these fumbles up. They're scooping them up with the intent to score. Their 2nd fumble return for a touchdown today.
The kick is up and good, and put 1 more on the lead. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Caught in the backfield. It's Jordan. Oh, he's got some space. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. The Trojans want to crank the tempo.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
A big play gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Pulls it in. It's Bowman. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
Now the connection takes it to the 11. They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. Looking downfield, it's Mayava. Here comes the heat. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Fires to the tight end. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. The run inside. It's Jordan. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down.
I think coming into this season, they thought in order to have success, we have got to be able to run the ball and get this guy going. He hasn't scored yet this year, but a golden opportunity right now to finally break the seal.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Touchdown, USC! Fitted in the window for the score.
And that is why timing is so important in the passing game. That is a critical 4th down. Down near the goal line, everything's going to happen quickly. It's got to be a great route. The quarterback has to get rid of it on time and make an accurate throw. 2 dudes on the exact same page coming up with a massive touchdown down near the goal line on 4th down.
That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Motion from the back. Snap to the back. There he goes. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan.
David, I mean, you can take your hands away from your eyes. At this point, this thing is just defense option. This is atrocious. Nobody wants to tackle in this game. Nobody wants to take an angle. It's another long touchdown. Great job by the running back. But when are these defenses going to show up?
Yeah, it's frustrating. It's hard to watch, man. Just, we got to get lined up, make sure you're in the right gap. If you can't jump out of your gap, you can't guess. And these defenses, they're giving up big plays, and those are the ones that will kill you because it's points right away. And a lot of points in this football game, and these coordinators, they're not real happy.
Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. It's complete to the left. On the move is the 30. Running through contact. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. That last play is what you call a drive starter. They're out to the 47. It's first down. Now the play fake. Got his man on the right. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. And the Trojans in a good spot here with second and short. Looking for space. It's Jordan. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Man, you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there. More and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
Grab behind the line. It's Mosley. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking to throw, it's Mayava. Finds his big tight end. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. In the red area, it's Jordan. Shakes off the defender. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9.
Defensively, with all the space now and spread football, there's so many opportunities where it's one-on-one tackling, and it's really hard to do. It's hard to get guys to the ground that are so talented. That's why defenses have to swarm to the football, get multiple guys there. That's your...
And he's in, pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Southern Cal!
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note, a little bit.
They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Looking for a gap. It's Marshall. Breaks the tackle. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
The give to the back. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
They've got the lead, but here in the fourth quarter, it's starting to dwindle. And if they're going to hang on to this game, they've got to be able to run it. It's a really tough thing to do when the opponent knows exactly what you're going to do, but this is what you train for. You've got to be the more physical unit right now.
They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
And this offense does it again on third down. They have been so elite on third down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built the lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
I'm I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
They're dealing with a second and long. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Underwood. This time he's got his man. And a nice grab with a defender right on him, and he's down at the 20.
Well, that receiver, he knew he had to get his head turned around quickly. He's running the curl route against zone coverage, but he knows his quarterback is going to be firing that ball into him. It's a rocket pass. He's able to make the catch and get the first.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. And if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
The sweet feet keeping the play alive.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
Let's see what they've dialed up on third and long from the 22. Throwing, Underwood. Finds space on the right. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive, regardless of what the score is, regardless of how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
The Wolverines will try to put one on the board on first and goal. They go play action, Bryce Underwood. Going for 6. Touchdown, Michigan. Quick strike through the air for the score. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Wide receiver going in motion. Back to throw, it's Mayava. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Yeah, and this offense has struggled all day. And how about the protection up front? You got to protect your quarterback. You got to keep him upright. And his second sack of the day. Nice. A lot more passing situations coming with this team down big.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Trojans want to pick up the tempo. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. He's got it way down the field. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. They'll line up for a second down play. Back to pass. The sure hands, it's Jordan. Across the 25, he's got room. Guided out of bounds at the 22. Good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. And the Trojans go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Finds the big tight end.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Escapes the pressure to his right. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And obviously, guys, this drive is critical. You're down, you've got to score. So with a couple of timeouts in your pocket, man, like that changes the whole dynamic of this 2-minute drill. Like I can work the whole field. And here coming up on 3rd down, man, don't be scared to do that. Don't be scared to run it. Don't be scared to...
I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift, a late touchdown.
Well, it's good to finally see this offense have a little bit of success because that has not been the case in this game. Nothing has gone their way. They keep shooting themselves in the foot. You know, guys, coaches are always trying to find things to build on, and this is at least something late in this game, scoring that touchdown that hopefully helps build their confidence the next time they take the field.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Gets the back moving. Snap to the back. Makes it past the marker. And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats. Lining up in the wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Back has it. Defense played the wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to their running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
Now we're going to have a timeout taken by USC. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. Making side adjustments here. Underwood from the gun on 3rd down. The short hands, it's Marsh. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
On the move, it's Marshall. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Timeout is called by the defense. A mere 21 seconds to go here. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. Now on 2nd down. They'll go to the ground. Might have a chance. Got enough for the first. He's at the 10. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
They want to see if they can score the deuce. Underwood on the play action. Looking to scramble. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man. looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Mayava. Makes the grab, it's Jordan. Down he goes. They needed one more first down to put this game on ice, and they just got it. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. To the air on first down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game.